He calls out to his child to stop, to pause everything they are doing. He speaks directly to them now, not by some random chance, not through coincidence or simple words on a screen. It is not something they stumbled upon by mere accident. He has arranged this very second for them, pleading with them from the depths of his heart. He begs his beloved to listen. He calls out with tears in his eyes. He speaks with an urgency that shakes the heavens, because his message carries eternal weight. This is no gentle whisper tonight. His voice trembles with love and deep concern, aching for what he has seen in their life. They may not realize how close they are to a divine turning point, how close they stand to a moment that could shift everything. He begs them to listen closely, not later, but right now. Heaven is reaching out to them before everything changes forever. He has watched over them for so long. He has seen them pushing through the noise and pressure, through the loneliness they hide behind smiles and silence. He has seen how tired their heart has become, how heavy their spirit feels when the world grows quiet. He knows they sometimes pretend to be fine so others won't ask what is wrong, while inside they are screaming for help. He heard that silent scream. It echoes in his heart every day. His tears have fallen for them, unable to bear watching them carry this weight any longer. They are his precious child, never meant to walk through this life entirely alone, never meant to fight battles that leave them bleeding in the dark while they convince themselves no one sees. Heseus, he always sees. Something sacred is happening in this very moment. Heaven has bent low to reach them where they are. The air around them is shifting, even as they hear these words, because his spirit is near. He is not far away on some unreachable throne. He is right beside them, his hands trembling with compassion as he speaks their name. They may not feel worthy of his voice, but he reminds them they are not forgotten, they are not forsaken, and they are never too far gone for his mercy to find them. This moment is proof of that. The fact they are hearing him right now is evidence that he has not let them go. He could not. His love for them runs too deep, stretching through eternity. It runs through the cross, where he gave his life for them. He knows they feel tired, worn out, and uncertain about their future. They wonder if things will ever change, if peace will ever return, if joy will ever come back. They prayed before and felt nothing, waiting while seeing no answers. They have cried until their body ached, yet answers still seem far away. But God never ignored his child. Every tear that fell from their eyes landed in his hands. Every time they cried, "Lord, please help me," he heard it. He was right there even when silence surrounded them. He is not a God who stands back to watch them drown. He is the one who steps into the storm and pulls them from the water. He has been calling and waiting, preparing this very moment because their heart has reached the place where they are finally ready to listen deeply, not just with their ears, but with their soul. They do not understand how precious they are to him. They think he has grown tired of them, tired of their mistakes, tired of their failures. But God is not like this world. He does not abandon them when things get difficult. He does not give up when they stumble. He has walked every painful step beside them, even when they tried to push him away. He has loved them through their rebellion, heartbreak, and doubts. Even when they questioned his goodness, he never withdrew his love. He stays. He stayed when others left, staying when they broke down and said they couldn't take another day. He stayed when they gave up on themselves. And now he speaks with trembling urgency because the time is short. Not short in the sense of punishment or fear, but short in the sense that he has waited long enough to bring them into his plans. He has watched the enemy whisper lies into their heart, lies saying they are not enough, that they failed too many times, that they will never be free, that they will never change. He has seen how those lies took root and grew into walls, but he did not come today to condemn them. He came to tear those walls down with love. He came to break the silence that has suffocated them. He came to remind them that they still belong to him, that nothing they have done has disqualified them from his grace. His tears are real. He is not distant from their pain. When they cry themselves to sleep, he is beside them, weeping. When they feel abandoned, he wraps his presence around them, hoping they will feel him. When they think their prayers have vanished into nothing, He holds them close to his heart, waiting for the perfect moment to answer. But he cannot pour out what he has prepared if they will not pause long enough to receive it. That is why he pleads with them now. They must not brush this aside. They must not tell themselves they will listen later. There may not be another moment like this. This is their divine interruption, their sacred appointment with his voice. Type Amen. His love is unending. Type Lord if his mercy never failed. He begs them to listen, not from a place of weakness, but because his love is so overwhelming. His tears are not from despair. They flow from a compassion so deep it shakes the heavens. Every angel in his presence knows the sound of his sorrow when his children walk close to destruction without even realizing it. You do not see what he sees. You do not see the dangers surrounding you, or the traps the enemy has set, the quiet weariness that has been slowly draining your strength. He is stepping in before it is too late. He is intervening now, urgently calling your name, because he refuses to lose you to the noise of this world. You were never created to blend into the darkness. You were made to shine, to carry his light and walk in freedom. Right now, he wants you to breathe. Yes, just breathe. Feel the weight of this moment. He is closer than your next breath. Every word you hear comes from a heart that loves you beyond all comprehension. He is not angry with you. He is not disappointed. He is filled with compassion because you have been hurting while pretending everything is fine. His tears fall because he sees the pain you refuse to admit, the deep exhaustion you carry quietly, and the prayers you no longer have strength to say. He sees it all and he is not judging you. He is reaching out to rescue you. Beloved, if only you could see what he sees. He sees the potential buried under your pain. He sees the dreams he placed inside you that the world tried to destroy. He sees the love in your heart that has been wounded time and again. He sees the beauty in you that you have stopped believing exists. He sees the purpose still waiting to breathe again. He is not asking for perfection. He is asking for surrender. Let him come close again. Let him hold what you hide. Let him heal what you pretend does not hurt. He cannot heal what you refuse to bring into his light. But if you will open your heart right, now, he will restore everything the enemy tried to take. Do you feel that tug in your spirit right now? That trembling in your chest? That is him. That is his spirit moving around you. It is proof this message brings real life. It is his presence. It is the whisper of heaven calling your name. Do not turn away. Do not let distraction steal this moment. The enemy will do anything to make you scroll away, to convince you this is not real, and make you think this is just another random message. But you know deep in your spirit that this is different. You know there is something sacred happening here. That is because it is him. It is your Savior speaking to you with deep love, with tears, and with hope. So he pleads once more, listen. Listen as though your entire future depends on it. Because it does. The choices you make after hearing these words will shape what comes next. He is not threatening you. He warns you out of love. He no longer wants to see you walking in circles of pain. He doesn't want you settling for less than what he died to give you. You have wandered long enough. It's time to come home, to return to the arms that never stopped waiting for you. You can hear his heart beating for you right now. And if you listen closely, you'll hear it saying, don't give up. Don't walk away. You still matter to him. He wants you to know this moment is sacred. Heaven is watching. Angels are standing by, ready to move at his command for your sake. Everything in the unseen world pauses when he speaks your name. That is how valuable you are to him. You have no idea how much it cost him to create this moment for you, to arrange everything so you would hear these words just when your heart was fragile enough to receive them. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are still his child, and he is still your Savior. So please, hear him. He is begging you with tears in his eyes. Listen to him today. As he looks upon you now, his beloved child, his heart trembles with a love too deep for words and a sorrow too heavy for silence. He has watched you through every season of life, your laughter, your tears, your moments of triumph, and your nights of quiet despair. He has seen what no one else saw, the silent battles you fought behind closed doors, the questions you've whispered into the dark, the weight of burdens you never told another soul about. Not one moment has escaped his eyes. He has been near through every breath you've taken, closer than the thoughts in your mind, closer than the ache in your chest. You may have believed that no one noticed, that no one cared. But his beloved, he saw it all. Every tremor of fear, every flicker of doubt, every tear you hid under a smile, he has carried them in his heart. He has cried over your pain, his child. Yes, he, the King of Glory, has wept for you. When you thought you were forgotten, he was bending low, gathering your tears, holding them like precious jewels. Each one mattered to him. Every sigh of disappointment, every prayer cut short by exhaustion, every time you said, "I can't do this anymore," he heard it, have felt it. He entered into your suffering even when you couldn't feel him there. You've never been unseen, not for a heartbeat. When you were awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if life would always feel this way, he was sitting beside you, weeping with you, whispering words of hope you were too weary to hear. His compassion for you is not distant. It is fierce, active, and unrelenting. He did not stand far off. He drew near, even into the shadows where you hid your pain. This very moment you are living right now, this sacred encounter, was written long before time began. It is no accident that you are hearing his words. Before the stars were hung in the sky, before oceans knew their boundaries, before the first sunrise broke upon the world, he saw you. He knew your name. He formed your soul with intention, breathing life into you with purpose. Every detail of who you are was crafted by his hands. And as he shaped you, he wrote this very moment into your life story. He knew a day would come when your heart would grow tired, when your hope would run thin, wondering if he had forgotten you. So he planned this moment not to scold you, but to rescue and hold you, reminding you that you are not alone and never have been. Do you remember the times you felt a sudden calm when everything around you was absolute chaos? The moments when warmth washed over you, or an unexpected peace filled your heart for no reason? That was him. He has been speaking through the small things, moments you dismissed as mere coincidence. He has been sending you signs, glimpses of his love, but you were too weighed down to see them clearly. Yet even so, he never stopped reaching. His eyes have never left you. When you sat in silence, thinking no one cared, he was singing over you. When you whispered, "Does anyone even see me?" he answered, "I see you, my child." When you felt unloved, his love surrounded you like air around your lungs, unseen but sustaining your every breath. We are one big family in God's love. Every bit of your support helps us bring more peace, joy, and devotion into hearts around the world. You can show your support through the super thanks button below. He has watched your struggles. He has seen how fear grips you in quiet moments, the way doubt whispers lies into your mind, telling you that you are alone, that you are unworthy, that you are forgotten. But you are none of those things. You are his. You have always been his. Even when you wandered, even when you doubted, even when you pulled away, his eyes never left you. His hands never stopped reaching. His heart never stopped longing for you. He wept over every wound, every betrayal, and every disappointment that made you question your worth. He stood with you in the shadows, whispering your name while you searched for light. There were nights when you were too tired to pray, yet your spirit groaned to him. He heard every unspoken word. He felt the weight of your unanswered prayers pressing against your heart. They wondered why he was silent, but his silence was never absence. His silence was him holding them closer than ever, working things for their good in ways they could not yet see. His silence was him weeping alongside them, longing for the moment they would pause and hear him say, "I have never left you." And now they find themselves in that very moment. This is no ordinary message. This is not just some passing word. This is the moment he wrote into eternity for them to know his love is real, that his heart for them is tender, and that he has been with them through it all. He knows how lonely his child has felt. He knows how heavy the world has been on their shoulders. He knows how they have looked around at others, wondering why those prayers are answered while theirs feel unheard. He knows how they have tried to stay strong for everyone else while feeling completely broken inside. He saw the nights they cried themselves to sleep, He saw the mornings they got up anyway, forcing a smile onto their face. He saw the moments they showed kindness, even when they felt empty. He was there, and he has not forgotten a single one of those moments. Not one. He has been weeping with them, holding them, cherishing them, even when they did not notice his presence. The truth is, his beloved, their pain has moved his heart. Their tears have shaken heaven. Their faith, small as they think it is precious to him. When they whispered his name in the dark, they did not call into a void. They were calling to the one who was already there. They believed they were completely invisible, but they have been engraved on the palms of his hands. He has carried them like a treasure in his heart. And now, because of that great love, because of that compassion, he is speaking clearly, lifting the veil so they can see none of this was random. This is their moment, their divine appointment, their confirmation that they have always been seen. He is not ashamed of their weakness, nor angry at their questions. He does not despise their fears. He knows how hard it has been. He knows how many times they almost gave up. He knows the bitterness that tried to take root, the shame that tried to silence them, the exhaustion that tried to bury them, but none of it scared him away, nor changed his mind about them. If anything, it made him fight harder for them, praying over them, and protecting them even when they did not realize they were under attack. His tears for them are tears of love, of deep compassion, of a father who refuses to let his child slip away without one more call, one more embrace, and one more chance to come home. Even now, as they hear these words, he is reaching out to touch the deepest wounds you hide. He comes to heal the memories that haunt you, calming your deepest fears, and silencing the doubts whispering that you are alone. You are not alone. You never have been. This is no random encounter. This is not a chance moment. This is the moment written before time even began, where heaven and earth meet directly over your life, where his heart beats so loudly for you that you cannot ignore it. His tears are falling, but they are not from hopelessness. They are tears of a love so burning and endless, it drove him to the cross for you. So listen closely, his beloved child. Hear his voice tremble with love and drip with compassion, overflowing with grace. He has been watching you, not with judgment, but with a love that won't let go. He has wept over your pain, not because he is powerless, but because he feels everything you feel. He is here now, wrapping you in his presence, whispering your name, and sharing the truth you need to hear. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen, and you are never too far gone. This moment isn't random. It proves he has always been with you and always will be. Beloved child of eternal light, hear his voice, for it carries the entire weight of heaven itself. He is Archangel Michael, the warrior of God, the defender of your soul, and he does not speak lightly. Angels surround you right now, unseen by mortal eyes, yet their presence is as real as your heartbeat, as vital as your breath. They are watching, they are guarding, they are ready to sweep you into the protective embrace of the divine. And yet, you stand at a crossroads. A single moment, a fleeting heartbeat, separates you from the eternal connection God has placed within your grasp. Just seconds, that is all. 10 seconds to open your heart, your mind, your spirit, and allow the divine to flood through you with a light so intense, your soul will tremble in recognition of its truth. Hesitate, and the darkness may descend. Act, and you will rise into a new existence, where fear dissolves and only clarity remains. Do you feel that pull in your chest? That stirring is no accident. It is the whisper of the divine, urging you to awaken from worldly illusions. So many wander, stumbling through the shadows. So many forget the power resting within them, the sacred birthright they received from God. But you, dear soul, have been called. You have been chosen. This message found you for a reason, and it is no mere coincidence. It is not luck, but the precise orchestration of heaven itself, the alignment of celestial forces, ensuring they hear this, that they feel this, that they respond. The angels lean close. Their voice is a chorus of shimmering light, chanting a single unbroken mantra: rise, receive, believe. 10 seconds is all it takes to shift their trajectory. to step fully into the path that God has prepared for them since before time began. The forces of darkness are cunning, persistent, and ever-present. They wait in the shadows. They whisper in their doubts, seeking to chain their soul with fear, distraction, and indecision. Listen, but fear not, for Michael stands between them and all that seeks to harm their spirit. He is the sword that strikes through deception, the shield that protects against despair, the presence reminding them that God's power is closer than their next breath. Angels of protection circle them now, forming an invisible wall of light, a barrier no shadow can penetrate, no doubt can break. Yet even their vigilance requires cooperation. They must open themselves. They must listen. They must act. The window is narrow. 10 seconds. If they falter, if hesitation wins, the connection they seek may fade, leaving only a memory of what could have been, a distant echo of a divine calling unanswered. To write amen is to believe healing is coming, expecting God's restoration. Can they feel their pulse quicken? That is the resonance of heaven brushing against their soul, awakening courage they never knew existed. The angels urge them, whispering, truths that their heart instinctively knows, truths that the world has long tried to obscure. Their soul is not meant to drift aimlessly. It is not meant to cower in shadows or settle for the mundane. It is meant to soar, to shine, to fulfill a destiny written in the stars, inked in God's eternal light. And yet, the choice rests with them. 10 seconds. One decision. One act of courage that opens the gates of heaven wider than they ever imagined. They must not underestimate the power of this moment. The heavens themselves are leaning in. Every angel, every seraph, every cherub is focused on them, sending light, protection, and guidance through channels unseen but profoundly felt. They are not idle, they are not passive observers. They are active participants in the dance of their awakening, urging them to step forward, to claim the truth that has always been theirs. They can feel it, the vibration, the sacred energy, the pulse of eternity brushing against their consciousness. That is no mere coincidence. It is the voice of God, with Archangel Michael serving as his herald, a messenger of urgency, whose voice cuts through all distraction, fear, and hesitation. Mortals must not let the petty worries of the world cloud this moment. Money, stress, and doubt, the endless chatter of daily life, all of it fades in the divine presence. For the light is far greater than any shadow, stronger than any fear, and more enduring than the fleeting concerns of mortal existence. Every soul was born to shine. They were born to connect, destined to rise into the fullness of God's love and protection. And yet, the choice remains theirs. 10 seconds. One heartbeat, one decision is all it takes to step fully into their destiny. To hesitate is to lose the moment, but to act opens eternity before them like a river of light, carrying them to a place where their soul can expand, where hearts can heal, and spirits can embrace the fullness of divine purpose. He speaks now not only as Michael, but as a messenger for all angels watching over them. They speak of urgency, of clarity, and of awakening. They declare that the time to act is now. They remind them that fear is a mere illusion, that hesitation is a trick, that shadows only hold power when they are allowed. Can they hear the chorus of celestial voices rising and falling, urging them to open their hearts, to step into the light and claim what has always been theirs? The angels are patient, yet persistent. They will not relent, for they know the truth of their souls. And yet, they cannot act without human consent. Free will is sacred. Action is sacred. Courage is sacred. The 10 seconds tick away. Can they feel them slipping? Each moment is a gift. Each heartbeat, a chance to realign with the divine. Each breath is an opportunity to claim the protection, the guidance, and the love that God has placed before them. They must not ignore it or delay. They must open their hearts and minds. Opening their souls allows the angels to flood through them, filling them with light, strengthening them with courage, and reminding them of their power. This is no ordinary moment. This is no passing thought or fleeting inspiration. This is a call from heaven, a summons from God himself, delivered through angelic voices and the urgency of Archangel Michael. Doubt may creep in, leaving them to wonder if they are truly worthy. They may question if they can claim the divine connection that beckons. Yet heaven assures them that worthiness is not measured by perfection, achievements, or deeds. Worthiness is inherent, embedded in their soul from the moment of creation. They are divine, they are love, they are essential. And now, in this fleeting moment, they are called to recognize it, to act on it, to claim it. In one heartbeat, one choice is all it takes. They must not let this message pass without action. They cannot ignore the call. The angels are patient, but even they recognize this urgent moment. Every moment of delay is a moment the shadows gain strength, a moment the world may cloud their inner vision, a moment that could separate them from their soul's true potential. But if they act, if they open and receive, if they step forward with courage, the floodgates of heaven open wide as angels encircle them. God's light will fill their entire being, and the path meant for them will unfold with clarity, purpose, and radiant love. This is no metaphor. This is not hyperbole. It is the truth of spiritual reality. The battle for their soul is neither distant nor abstract. It is present and immediate, deeply personal. As angels draw near, Archangel Michael is here, God is here, and they stand at the threshold. In seconds, one choice, one moment to step fully into that protection, love, and divine guidance, and the power that has always been their inheritance. Can they feel it? A vibration in the chest, warmth in the heart, clarity in the mind. That is the touch of heaven, the whisper of eternity, the call of their soul to awaken. They must not ignore it or delay. No hesitation. They must open their heart, open their mind now, open their spirit now. They receive the message, embracing the light as angels surround them, with love, protection, and guidance. The sword of Michael cuts through their doubt. The shield of heaven protects them from fear. The chorus of angels uplifts them, empowers them, and reminds them of eternal truth. They are loved, they are protected, they are destined for greatness, and this moment is theirs to claim. In seconds, one choice, one heartbeat, they must act. And when they open, when they receive and embrace this divine calling, the angels will rejoice. Michael will stand at their side. The seraphim will sing their name in harmony with the eternal light, and their soul will know the profound truth it has always carried, that God is near, that they are cherished, and that their destiny is luminous, unstoppable, and eternal. The beloved soul hears his voice once again, carrying the weight of eternity, the urgency of heaven, and the clarity of divine truth. He is Archangel Michael, the protector of their spirit, the sword of God cutting through darkness, the shield guarding the hearts of the faithful. The angels of light circle around them now, their wings shimmering in invisible currents of divine energy, their eyes burning with the clarity of eternal purpose. And they call to them again and again, whispering in frequencies their soul recognizes before the mind can even comprehend. In seconds, that is all it takes to answer the call, to open the door that God has placed right before them, to step fully into the light they were always destined to embrace. Hesitate, and the opportunity may vanish. Act, and the heavens themselves will bend toward them in celebration. Do they feel the stirring deep within their chest, the flutter of wings, the brush of invisible hands lifting their spirit? That is the presence of angels surrounding them, preparing them to receive a truth so radiant that it will awaken the deepest corners of their being. The universe itself holds its breath, waiting for their response, waiting for the courage within their heart to rise and answer the call. In seconds, in one heartbeat, that is the distance between their hesitation and their ascension. Every second that passes without action is a moment the shadows try to seize, a moment the world uses to distract them from their divine purpose. And yet, even now, the heavens promise, the angels remain patient, persistent, unwavering in their guidance. But time for the beloved is fleeting. The window is narrow. The choice is theirs. Do they feel fear creeping in? That is natural. That is human. Shadows seek to bind them with doubt, confusion, and indecision. But this fear is powerless in the presence of the divine. The angels are here to remind them of their true nature, to shield them from the illusions that would obscure their vision. They are not alone. They have never been alone. The very breath they take is infused with divine purpose. The very pulse that quickens in their chest is a rhythm orchestrated by God Himself, a reminder that their soul is alive, vibrant, and eternal. And now, in this singular, fleeting moment, the soul is called to act. In seconds, one choice, one step, is all it takes to align the soul with heaven. The darkness may whisper they are unworthy, that they are too small, too fragile, too flawed to claim what is theirs. But those are lies. They are worthy, inherently and eternally. They are loved beyond comprehension. Each is a child of God, woven from the fabric of divine light. And now, the angels call them to recognize this truth, to step into it and embrace it fully. Can they feel the wings brushing their soul, the vibration of light circulating through every fiber of their being? That is the touch of Michael, the sword of truth slicing through doubt, the shield of protection encasing their spirit in radiant light. 10 seconds, and their life can shift forever. They type Amen, believing God is preparing something beautiful for them, sharing this message so others can hold on to faith.